everyone. It is Wednesday, and Luna's here too. Luna's here tonight. How are you tonight? What are you and you, but especially you, grateful for? Obviously, Luna's got a lot to say tonight. Luna, I got a toy here for you and everything. I brought a toy. Luna was so happy. And then she's like, "What are you talking about?" Which toy do you want me to throw? I'm not making Luna happy. Luna chill. When I go live, she gets all excited. Come on. Where's your toy? Which toy do you want to play with? Maybe you want the jack. Carrie Ann, live. Hello with you in Illinois. Yes, Luna is in a. They certainly tell us who's in control. They certainly tell us who is in control. You know, it is like she waited until I went live. She was like, "Oh, I see you're on camera now. Let me talk to the world. Let me talk to the world. I'm good. We could get this puppy trained, we'd be even better. I may send him to Illinois for a couple of weeks. Send Luna to Illinois and see if you can train this young lady. Because it was literally, I'm like, she's all calm. I made dinner before I came on. I made dinner before I came on, so I made her dinner. Hey, whatever Evans can get her trained, I'm all down with it. You know, I don't know what Luna would do with all the other animals Zach has, but maybe Sven could get Luna into shape here. She can be a handful at times. Kippy trainer, all right. Well, now that'll be music to Cassandra's ears. We currently have Sergio trying to train, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. She certainly keeps us hopping. Certainly keeps us hopping, but temporarily sitting down right now. We're gonna go with it. Well, I'm not picking her up right now. She just laid down at my feet. I'm not picking her up. I'm not. Well, maybe I can do this. Hang on a second. I can do this. Can I do this? Let's see how talented I am. They want to see you, Luna. There's Luna and her cheek. They want to see you. They think you're cute. They think you're cute. There you go. You have gotten a Luna view. I know. Cute and adorable. That's what they say. Cute and adorable. Uh huh. There you go. Oh, let's get started with something tonight because you guys wanted to talk about Zoku. I was getting to stay positive book. And tonight we are on the 29th. Can you believe we are at the 29th of May already? Almost 5 months in the book. When walking away is the answer, sometimes leaving is the only option because it's the only way to choose yourself. And when you choose yourself, you are consciously choosing to thrive in spite of the hurdles you will face by leaving. When leaving is the only option, courage is your companion. Stand tall, accept your circumstances, and walk proudly toward your future. By choosing yourself, you'll always triumph. Believe this in your heart. There you go. There is your positive thinking for today. Um, in our year of positive thinking. But I can't believe it. We are here at the end of May. This is our last Wednesday in May. It is indeed. And we are enjoying it. But you still have 2 days to make May happen. 2 days to make May happen. And that is a great opportunity. So I hope you own that opportunity and make it an amazing May. Okay, this May is not in the books until it's in the book. And that is the exciting thing. So get out there and make it happen. Talk to your suppliers, talk to your shoppers, and get them in there. We're actually in, and more next week, but we're actually in our final push for summer clothing consignments at our stores. So our final push on that, which is really exciting. We start taking fall and winter clothing June 1st. June 1st, we start taking fall and winter clothing. So our final push on summer, and it has been huge. We have gotten, what was it, through yesterday. Yeah, I know. Well, you got, that's how you take things to the next level. Um, so through yesterday, uh, we had already. So we do our final push. We do our final push from the Friday of Memorial Day weekend through the end of the month. And last year in that push, we took 389 baskets. Through today, we had already taken 524 baskets of clothes. And we still have 2 days to go. So we will easily surpass that. We will blow that out of the water. We won't quite double it, but it'll be pretty big. And then you'll be amazed at the amount of fall and winter that come in immediately starting June 1st. The best consigners, the ones that know, will be there on the 1st and really help us knock that and jumpstart because that's really jump starting back to school season. And I know school here up north isn't even out yet, but that will actually jumpstart our back to school season in mid July. And by having that merchandise and getting that merchandise out. So that is an incredible thing. That is an incredible thing. So we talked the other night. If you had not seen our talk from Sunday night, this past Sunday night, the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, the 26th, you should go back and watch that. That was a very powerful conversation on sell through and price points and all of that. So great discussion, and it's where I'm kind of picking up from tonight. So I'm picking up where kind of where we finished on Sunday tonight. A tiny bit of review, but not enough. If you did not see that, go watch it because I've had so many of you reach out with the how happy you were with that conversation, um, and how much you got out of it or questions about it. I just want to be able to go with that. If have that if you have not watched. We are broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube, both Facebook and YouTube. So if any problems with Facebook, hop up on over. Brandon's got the link there for you in the show comments. Okay, so we talked about price points. So we were talking about it because there's been a lot of talk economically in the news about pricing. And the fast food things are getting into a little bit of price war. Okay, don't worry, they're still going to make money, but they're getting into a little bit of price war with their pricing. And, trying to have the best value. Okay, and the lowest price point or the price point that gets people in the drive through because they know they can upsell. They know that. They've got shrink plates. They can make a smaller burger, a smaller package of chicken nuggets, a tinier chicken sandwich. Use a little less. They're experts at stretching their food and what they think they're giving you. Okay, but there isn't that price pressure. I mentioned the other night there is a little bit of price pressure in furniture, especially for furniture stores that had a massive increase in price. Um, that really during the pandemic supply chain issues had a tater on that. Expanded their price a little overboard when supply was tight. There's been a little receding on pricing, but furniture is still selling at a good clip. Okay, still selling at a good clip. But clothing doesn't have that same for the most part because most stores hadn't really raised prices until there was some inflation. Okay, most stores were actually charging what they were 5, 10 years ago, which is a whole separate discussion, but that's what's happening. Hey Lou, how are you? Great to have you here. Hope all is well in Iowa. Talked to a few people in Iowa. So clothing isn't having the same inflationary, but it's important to know your sell through. Okay, and this that happened last night. I mean, excuse me, on Wednesday night. And again, I haven't seen that watch Sunday Night Show. And again, I have Ruby here. Is deciding that she can make noise so you know she is here. Um, Sell through. So sell through is the percentage of your item sell. So just in the simplest form, if you take in 100 items, okay, you take in 100 items and you sell 70 of them, your sell through is 70%. 7 out of 10 items selling. That is simple math here. Just trying to be simple for the sake of I don't start some graphs here to go wrong with it. Okay, so if you're selling 70% of your items, okay, that's great. What you should worry about is your sell. Never worry about somebody else's sell through. Worry about what you're improving your percentage. Okay, hearing how much weight somebody else lost doesn't make you lose weight. Okay, just saying. Hearing somebody else is wearing a size two when you're wearing a size 22 doesn't make you fit to a size two. And it's the same with sell through. That may not be a great analogy, but you know, work with me here. So work on improving you. Whatever your sell through is, that's your store's overall sell through. The next piece of information that is incredibly important to know is how much of that you're selling at full price. How much you're selling at full price. How many items? So if you're selling 7 out of 10 items, in the example we're using, 70%. Okay, how much of those sell at full price versus hanging around long enough for a markdown? Again, you are nobody here that's tuning in and selling fine wine, bourbon, scotch, any of that. You may be selling some. I know some of you sell wine, okay, but it's not fine wine. It's not wine that improves with age. Nothing that you are selling improves with age. Okay, and it costs you money the longer you have it. And if you primarily do furniture or have a huge furniture department, that stuff's the easiest to track how much it's costing. Okay, and I'm going to pick on you for a second, Marianne, because this is a good project for Zach. Okay, is because you have a large furniture area of your store. Okay, you can take that square footage. You know what you're paying for it. Ah, Michelle, I like drinking fine wine with you. Okay, so you can take that square footage and know how much you're paying for it. You know how much you're paying per square foot, okay? And I'm going to use the example of, and I know this is not your rent, but I'm going to say you're paying $12 a square foot. Okay, you're paying $12 a square foot, which means that's costing you. Okay, each square foot's costing you $1 a month. Okay, so you can figure out for how much that sofa, exactly how much square footage that's costing you. Okay, and how much rent you're paying on that every month. That great item that Zach thought was going to be great sat around. Okay, waiting for the right buyer. Okay, so much easier to figure out with furniture and so much scarier with furniture. Okay, because it takes up so much space. Okay, clothing, you think, well, I have endless room. I can keep it forever. I well, I think, clothing, you think you can wring that last little bit out of. You can always wring more out of the clothing. But keeping it around, okay, not only costs money, okay, everybody thinks that, oh my God, this is not turning into a pity party for Zach. I will end this now. Oh, pitying poor Zach. What about poor Mary Ann, who has to put up with Zach? um, the oh my, oh, I love Zach. I love Zach. Oh, okay. We think we have this space. We think we have this space that clothing. There's not that same cost. It's obvious. Okay, with that sofa that needs the right room. Either it needed a massive room, or it needed the right. It was a certain shape, so it needed a certain buyer. Cool piece, but not the buyer that's going to walk in your store every month, every day. And that sits around very easy to measure the cost, how much that's costing, and how much you're paying in rent. Just in rent, that doesn't include the light, all the other things. But it's the opportunity cost too. Okay, you could have had something else in that space that you had to say no to. Okay, because not the toy Luna one. Hang on, let me get a toy Luna one. How about this one? Okay, so with clothing, it isn't as obvious. Okay, you have old items in your store. This is one of the discussions that came up out of this is how long should I keep my expired? Expired, and I know many resale stores think that's where they make their money, but it's not where you make your money. Okay, you make your money by turning your inventory, not by keeping it around forever. Okay, not keeping it around like it's the family pet. Remember, you are married to your spouse, your partner, not your inventory, not your inventory. Some of you aren't married to anybody, which is a whole nother story. I'm not going there. But do not get married to your inventory. You want to keep it moving. Why? Because your best shoppers are the ones that are paying full price. Your best customers are the ones who come in to see what is new and pay full price. It gets really scary when I'm in a store, and some of you listening, no raising hands, no need to raise hands, okay? No need to hold your head in shame because most store owners I can do this too. Okay, I have been in stores. I have been in stores like yours, and the owner's like, "Oh, you have to meet Susie. Susie is our best customer. She is here every week, buys all the newest stuff, every all the time, and she is just she sings our praises all the time." And when I get out my stopwatch, okay, and I give Susie, I'm like, Susie, that's great. You know the store. And I hand her a shopping cart or basket and say, Susie, you've got 30 seconds to fill this basket with as much old inventory Susie doesn't want to buy because it's not right. There's a reason it makes it to expired for an established store. And Susie will fill that cart over and over many times. Okay, that shopping basket in 30 seconds. It will scare the heck out of you. Okay, but you already know this. You know you have this. Okay, that is not where you make it. You make it on the stuff. You make your money on the stuff people pay full price for. So we want to have the space to put more of that. We want to have the stuff people are willing to pay full price for. And everybody makes the mistake. Everybody, I mean, there's always inventory if clearance, just clear it fast. So we want to know by so when I talk about sell through and what's selling at full price, we're first looking at the whole store. We're looking at the whole store and knowing that in the example I started with, yes, because Susie has seen those items hanging there for so long. Susie comes in to see what's new every week. She doesn't want to see the old stuff. Your best customers know this stuff. No, absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. Okay, and they want to see the new stuff. They want to see the new stuff. Okay, there's no value in keeping this expired stuff there forever. Somebody will buy it eventually. Okay, and eventually isn't a customer. Think about that. Have you eventually? Have you ever? At least Susie's a customer. Eventually is not a real person. Eventually, is not a shopper. Eventually does not have cash. Okay, eventually does not have that, and that is what is key. Okay, but Susie wants to buy what's new. Susie wants to buy what's new on your floor. So I don't know what gave Luna her second wind. I should have tonight. So you want to keep that inventory moving. So you want to do your overall sell through. Luna wants cash. Luna costs lots of cash. Oh my god. Hey, how's Grampy doing? I heard he took a little spill there. I hope he's doing well. Prayers for Grampy. Hearts for Grampy. Um, so knowing your store's overall sell through, knowing your store's percentage that sells at full price, okay, and then knowing what your average store discount percentage is, okay, are key metrics in this advanced question to know. Okay, these are key things to know. You want that? You can then run once you know the store's metric. Okay, once you know the store's metrics, you can then okay look at this by category. Let's say women's top, end tables, dining room tables, pants. Okay, and see how it compares to the store average. Is that department within your store, that area within your store, bringing your percentage up or bringing it down? Okay, so how does that compare to the overall? That's what we want to look at. We want to look at that and know that. Okay, if you are selling too high a percentage, like what we covered here tonight, at full price, okay, you're not charging it. You know, when I go in and I see that you're selling 95% in a given department, okay, when I see that, I know that we're not charging enough for these items. Okay, because there should be some discounting. Uh oh. Well, then we need to look at that. So I hope you talked about dresses with Holly. We got to be looking at what we're pricing dresses at, okay? Because we don't want to bring that down. We want to elevate it. There's the, the we want to keep things moving because your customer, your model customer, wants to see what's new. Uh-oh, Wicket thinks he's gonna play with this. I think Luna just wants to see me move around the room. I think Luna tonight. I think Luna just wants to see me move around the room. So knowing that, knowing these percentages, knowing what's happening in your store, okay, changes the game. Changes the game of what you're putting on the floor. Uh, uh, yes, Luna is giving me the workout tonight. I exercised this morning, but I'm getting some more. So you left the toy over here. Uh-oh. Now I broke. Now I knocked over the Lego. Nope, you got it. Are you gonna play with that? Okay. I had to knock over all the Lego on one of the shelves. Now Luna doesn't know what to do. Uh, it is the Luna hour. It is the Luna hour. Uh, so making these comparisons, making these decisions, that doesn't, price isn't the end all be all. Remember, one of the other P's of why an item sells is how you're displaying it. So, and I'm going to use you for an example, Michelle. Um, it is, the other thing with dresses, the other part of that is your display week. How are we displaying the dresses? Is the area attractive to your shopper? Or is it just the full price thing that our pricing's too high? You shouldn't have. Rick, with the remaining inventory, if you are doing it for a completed period where the inventory is out of the store, okay, or should be out of the store, there shouldn't be much remaining inventory. Okay, if you are doing it for completed periods, um, the depends on how you're scanning out to donate, or marking that, and that's a great point, Lou. So what to your point, Lou? Okay, if that is the case, if you can say, or that's a great example. If Lou, you can say that when you put a dress on the mannequin, it sells like that. Every dress we put on the mannequin in the spring, it sells like that. If you can say that, those dresses should be priced higher. Think about that for a second. If you know this mannequin, okay, when you put a dress, okay, sells like that, okay, those dresses should be priced higher, okay, and that's a visual aspect of it, okay. Okay, there is a visual aspect to dress. Okay, I mean, and sometimes they just look like they don't have form to them. Okay, some dresses just look frumpy when they're sitting on a hanger. Okay, you know, stores that do prom or bridal really see that they have to put it on a form, even when it's on the racks. They put it on dress so that people see it all together. Um, but this is what we want to be looking at. This is making data driven decisions and data driven pricing. Okay. Okay, she went out to play with Rylan. How about that? Oh, I know you love data, and now you have time to look at your data. Okay, because you're working on your business, not in your business. Isn't that a lot of fun? You get to show up for the fun stuff. You can show up here and there and do a live. You show up and do a manager's meeting. Okay, isn't that wonderful? That is what we work so hard to create a business that does that, so that you can then talk about the data. Okay, because you got to remember the numbers don't lie. People, okay, numbers don't lie. People do, and and we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves. We think this is doing really well. We think this furniture over here taking up all this space is wonderful, and it's a wonderful thing when you sell $1,000 dining room table. Okay, that one sale or that luxury purse. Those are wonderful things. Okay, that's not where you make all your money. It's all the everyday stuff. That is what keeps your boat afloat. What keeps your boat afloat. Okay, so let's keep on diving into this because it is so important. It is so important to be looking at this and realizing what you're selling and that you're keeping it. Okay, because nobody likes old inventory. Your inventory does not get better with age. Your inventory does not get better with age. It will not age well. Okay, um, and we want to keep it moving. We want to keep it moving. And the software companies are actually working on some new tools to help you get to the next level. For those of you on Liberty and Simple Design, they're coming out with a new insight app that has a lot of this at your fingertips or more at your fingertips, at least at a high level, which is really nice, especially for Simple Design. It didn't have the same level of reporting on sell-through. And I know we have a lot of viewers that are on one of those two systems. Not every person who tunes in is on one of those two systems. That's fine, but uh, that is something that is going to be really helpful if you're able to dive into things a little quicker without going into all the reports and see where it's trending. But that full price part is really key because so the other part that we have to talk about with full price, and I guess I'm probably running to Sunday on it, is what's the optimal percentage? As we work ourselves forward, what's the optimal percentage of full price? What's the optimal discount level? What's too much, too little? Okay. And for your average discount, we have to look at those levels a little bit. It'll be the next part that we have to tweak. But just diving into it, remember, you're always starting with the store as a whole. Once you know the stores level, you can figure out by department, by category, what is bringing you up and what's bringing you down. Okay, in that, and too high isn't great, and too low isn't great. So both the extremes are bad. Okay? Both the extremes are bad, and that's why we look at it. That is why we look at it, and that's why we talk about it in that way because trains really are in its um, because honestly, if you are selling too much at full price, you are not charging enough. That is just plain and simple. Not charging enough. Can you imagine? What would you do with an extra, extra? More, more of this, more green. Is there any chance that you're taking too much inventory? Maybe, maybe. I say maybe, Rachel, because I haven't analyzed your inventory. I will tell you that more often than not, when I do an analysis, you don't have enough inventory to achieve the sale. Okay? Let me say that again. Based on experience, when we do the numbers, when we sit down and do a deep dive on an individual store, when Angie and I go and do that, okay, and we're diving deep on an individual store, more often than not, you find that you don't have enough inventory to achieve your sales, to achieve your profit. It is more often than not. Now, you may have an overabundance of one category and an underabundance of another, but it is a very real issue with stores not having enough inventory. Not anywhere close sometimes. Okay. And it's one of the myths of retail, okay, that I need more people and I need more people and I need more inventory. Or I need less inventory. I have too much. It is one of the myths of retail. It is one of the myths of retail. Okay. And along with the other myths that I don't have enough space and I don't have enough people. So uh how can we get more merch? We can talk about that, Michelle. We can talk about that because getting more merch is not is easier than you think. Okay, getting more merchandise is much easier than you think, and it's not just about asking for it. It's about how you ask for it. Well, it's ask for it, Marianne, but it's not just ask for it. It is not just ask for it. There is a method to that madness. Okay, there is a method to that. Okay, to doing that, and so it is. There is a process. We can talk about that because there is a way to get honestly exactly what you want them to bring. Exactly what you want. Oh well, then you are asking the wrong way, Michelle. You are asking the wrong way. You are asking the wrong way. We will teach you. We will teach you how to ask correctly. We will teach you how to ask correctly because there is a right and a wrong way to ask, and the uh, or ineffective way. You're getting stuff, but you're not getting enough. And we can talk about that. We can talk. We can. But you know what? This video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store. Where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, ring the bell so you know when another one drops. Also, share with everybody you know in business. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday at more 8 Sunday and Wednesday at more 8. If you have a question, please email me, Neil, Neil at Next Level Resale, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. Start the program every night with our year of positive thinking. And I read the 29th already. I'm going to fast forward to the 30th. Dear self, you deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up in your beauty. You deserve genuine love, pure acceptance, and eternal faith. Please do not accept less than that. I need you. Love me. There you you go. There you go. That's a note to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your ladies. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even, a groom party. My day's coming up, right? We will party, yes we will. But until then, and until Sunday night at more 8ish, know that you and you, but most importantly you, you're not alone running this store. I hear Sunday is like pretend Father's Day. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.